I want to talk about what a gorilla and a basketball game will teach you about focus. So what I'm talking about here, because some of you heard me talk about this, and even Joe, the producer, was like, what? Hey, man, are you on that medication again? So there is a really famous psychology study, and you can look this up on the internet. I'm going to give you the short version. They put some people in a room, and they put them in front of a TV. And they said, what you're about to watch is a intramural basketball game. Two teams playing basketball. And the only thing we would like you to record is how many times the ball is passed in the game. So they're playing this full court basketball game, and we want you to record how many times the ball is passed, both sides. So everybody's like, okay. So they press play on the video, and the people begin to watch the game. And so I think it might have been a 10 or 15 minute exercise. I'm not sure. Doesn't matter. The head of the study walks back in the room, presses pause on the game. And what you need to know is that in the middle of the game, they had a gorilla suit on a guy. And a guy runs out in the middle of the floor and just stands there. In the middle of the game. Just stands there. Like a gorilla who's lost. Now, it's obviously not a real gorilla. It's a guy or a gal in a gorilla suit and in the middle of the floor. This happened in the middle of the amount of allotted time they let them watch, okay? So that has happened. So back to, they come in, they press pause on this, and they say, please give us your answers. And everybody turns in their answers. This is how many times we saw the ball passed. Then they said, how many of you saw the person in the gorilla suit? And only 2 people saw the person in the gorilla suit. I mean, folks, you're watching me here on YouTube. Imagine you're watching a basketball game on a video and you're like locked in, because this is what happens. I want you to get this. This is going to blow your mind if you haven't heard me teach on this before. They're looking at the video. They're like, okay, I'm writing down, making a mark on my paper every time I see the ball's passed. And in the middle of it, a dude walks out in the middle of the floor in a gorilla suit. But I'm like this. Ball pass, ball, where's the ball? Where's the ball? Here's what's crazy about this exercise, and here's what it teaches us. And here's what they were studying. A power of focus. Those people in that room were told specifically to focus on how many times the ball had been passed. And they were so intent, those who really participated locked in on that one thing, so that when the gorilla walked out in the middle of the floor, their brain dismissed it to the point that they didn't even notice it. Can you imagine being in the room? What? There was a gorilla? They're like, that means the majority of the room was looking at the 2 people who said they saw the gorilla. They're like, you're out of your mind. So they rewinded, I'm sure, and they showed them this is where the gorilla guy walked out. And people were like, you got to be kidding me. I didn't see the gorilla. No, you didn't see the gorilla. Why did you not see the gorilla? Because you weren't focused on just observing the entire game. You were focused on one specific action. How was the ball passed? And the intensity of the focus teaches us something. What we focus on, our brain locks in on, is the only thing we see. Let me give you another example. Think about the last time you bought a car. All right? Do you remember remarking to people in that car on the way home, or the next day, or the day after that, the week after that, and you're going, hey, there's our car. So look at that. There's our car. It's over there again. I didn't notice that car at all. I didn't notice that car. That car's everywhere now. No, it's not. Same amount of cars. What's happened? You were really, really focused on that car because of the intensity of that purchase. You really, really shopped it. You love the car. You're excited about the car. And that your brain is so focused on that car, what's happening? Your brain acts as a camera. And whatever you focus on, your brain goes out and it takes pictures of it. So I'm going to tie it all back together. This is the reticular activating system. Neuroscience has proven that our brain acts as a filter. So we control what our brain sees. It's a camera. If I'm focused on being a victim, everybody's out to get me, and that's what I focus on, guess what? Everywhere I go, I'm going to experience that. Now let's flip it. If I focus on, man, I've got a great opportunity in front of me. I've got great things happening in my life. I'm making some progress here, here, and here. then I'm going to see opportunities everywhere. If I focus on fearful thoughts, the very thing that I'm afraid of, I'm going to see it everywhere. If I'm consumed with doubt, I'm going to see the evidence of my doubt everywhere. Folks, this is powerful. You cannot control a thought entering into your mind, but guess what? You can control whether or not you dwell on it. Do you see the difference? Negative thought comes in. If I begin to dwell on the negative thought so much that it becomes a belief, then my brain is going to go find evidence to support my belief. This is game-changing stuff. Final thought. I want you right now, or sometime today, to take inventory of what you are focused on. Be honest. Get out a pencil and paper and write it out. I have been focused on this. I have been focused on that. And then say, well, what should I be focused on? And begin to change your mindset. Change what you focus on, and you will change what you see. Amazing. That's how it works. So if you're stuck, it's always because you're stuck in a false belief. You're stuck in a rhythm and a pattern that is completely predicated on how you are thinking. You think differently, you act differently. Different and better results happen, then we feel better, and it is our emotions and feelings as the result of positive thinking and positive actions that cement new behavior. That's how it works, folks. And I challenge you to begin to do this. It'll be the breakthrough that'll change your trajectory in your entire life.